Hey everyone, happy Sunday, and I'm excited to be with you today. I can't believe another week has flown by and it's time for our crafting session. I'm popping on a few minutes early to let Facebook know that I've gone live, and that gives you a chance to get watching and it gives me a chance to get set up. I hope you're having a great start to your Sunday morning. As you know, we've switched our Facebook Lives from Monday to Sunday. It works a little better in my schedule. As many of you know, I'm a busy working mom, and this is kind of like my part-time thing, so I have to fit it in when it works best for everybody. And I love crafting, so I need to make sure that I fit time in for it, especially when you're a busy person. So for me, I always like to make sure that I spend time in my craft room because this is my happy place. So welcome to my studio. As I said, I'm popping on a few minutes early. If you're here, say hi. I hope you're having a great day here in Ontario. It is going to be a warm one. I've already walked my puppy and I can feel the humidity in the air. And the next 2 days are supposed to be yucky. Well, sunny and warm if you like humidity. I'm not a humidity girl, so I will be happy to be either on my deck in the shade or in my craft room crafting, and those are kind of good spots for me, so I'm okay. So today we are sharing, I've got some updates to give you, some upcoming sales, a reminder of the hostess code and some things, and then we're going to be stamping using the new Bottled Happiness bundle. That was my featured product of the week, and then I will start a new one next week. So we will be sharing that, and I'm actually going to be using these Stamparatus today. So sometimes I forget how to do those. I forget to pull those tools out. I sometimes feel like you have to be, I'm just trying to find my video here. Sometimes I feel like you have to see things, and when you see things, you use them. So that was definitely one thing when I redid my craft room. I used to be in the basement, and when we finished our basement, we came upstairs. And I got used to the bright lights. So my husband and I converted our front room into my craft room, which is now my happy place. So it's kind of nice because I love being on the main floor with everybody. But I was a true believer when I came up. I had to see things, so I needed to see things out and displayed so that I know, like, I would look, I'm like, oh, if I turn around, I can see my punches, or I can see my ribbon and my embellishments and things like that. So that is one big tip. If you're a crafter, the more you see things, the more you will use it. That is my one tip for the video today that I'm going to give you. All right, so I'm popping on. I see some people watching, and if you're watching me live, say hi, comment, chat with me, and if you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching on the replay. I know sometimes Sunday mornings, maybe people have a more relaxing Sunday morning, and sometimes people are busy doing errands, and I totally get it. But I thought at least watching the video, doing the video, you always have it for the replay, and you can watch it when you have a time in your craft room. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna flip the camera, and I've got some things to share with you, and then we're going to get started. So bear with me, close your eyes, and I'll be right back, and we will get ready for our stamping. So hold on. Okay. I see some people are on. So if you're on here watching, can you just let me know how my view looks, if you can see everything? I'm really trying to get that, make sure that you guys see everything while we're crafting. Even just a thumbs up or a heart or what I would prefer. All right, so from my end of this video, it looks pretty good. Just checking, make sure the lights look good. All right, so a few things to talk to you about. One, can you believe it? May is almost over. Like 2 more days. Where the heck? I can't even believe we're in June soon. That just blows my mind. So this month's hostess code right here. If you place an order, $50 or more, either in my online store or with me, you're going to get a pack of the glossy dots as my way of saying thank you, and I will ship those out to you. So what I do is I order them the beginning of the, so I'll order them beginning of June, and once they come, I ship them out to you. They're below. So yeah, so that is there. Good morning. I know it's not April, but good morning. How are you? So yeah, so those are there. So that's a great connection. I think this is like Gorgeous Grape. I want to say Melon Mambo, maybe Daffodil, and this to me looks like Pool Party or Balmy Blue. So really great. Those are one of my favorites. Also wanted to remind you that I will be posting details, but the last chance list is out for this catalog. So this catalog goes from January to June, so it goes to June 30th. And there's lots of amazing products. Some products are carrying over into our big catalog, and some products are actually retiring. So on June 1st, which is Wednesday, Stampin' Up! Is doing a last chance list, which is items from this catalog will be retiring and not carrying over are marked down. Some are up to 50%. So I will be sharing that link with you tonight when I send out my weekly roundup newsletter, and also will remind you guys on Wednesday for the sale. You're going to want to order sooner than later because things will probably fly out very quickly. So right there. All right, today, so we're using the big annual catalog today. If you're here in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I would love to help you out. Just message me and I will mail you out one. But today we are actually using the, let me find it here, page 16, the Bottle Happiness Bundle, which is right here on page 16. So you can order just the stamp set, but it also has coordinating punch, so it's better to order it as a bundle because then you get the bundle price and you save 10%. So today we are featuring this. I'm going to show you how to use it with the Stamparatus, and then I have some other projects to share with you. Also wanted to remind you, if you're one of my regular customers, I am doing a BOGO sale, buy one, get one virtually. And you can request to be put into that group. That is up there till tomorrow. And if you're not in my BOGO group and would like to be in my BOGO group, let me know. Hey, Justine, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Hey, we need to connect. We need to talk. I miss you. Hope all is well. Around the home stretch, we're almost there. All right, so Bottled Happiness. This is what we're featuring today. It is a photo palmer stamp set, so it is jelly-like. As you can see, it's well loved, and it has a coordinating punch, which is great for beginner stampers, casual stampers, or even avid. I love the fact that I can just quickly stamp an image and punch it. To me, that is like heaven in the Stampin' world. So we are sharing a project made with this. So let me get my supplies and we're going to get started. All right, so we are using thick white cardstock, and our thick white cardstock is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. If you'd like to be put on my mailing list, make sure you let me know and I can add you to it, or you could join by going to my blog and clicking on the link, because I do a weekly roundup. So what my goal is, my marketing goal is, I pick a product, I share it all week. Sunday morning we do a video, what kind of wraps up our week, and then on Sunday night I send you out a weekly roundup where it has all the projects and a PDF, so of a bonus project, or sometimes it's one of the projects I made during the week. We are using the In Colored Designer Series. So this is Parquet Party. Okay, I want to say Parquet Pirate because Parquet reminds me of a parrot. Parrot goes with pirate, so it should be Parquet Pirate, but it's not. It's Party. So this is 4 by 5. This is 5.5 by 4 1/4 because I want it to be the length of my card base. And then you have a little piece here, and I believe this one, let me just quickly measure it, is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this is the one we're going to use first. We're going to use the Stamparatus. So the Stamparatus is, I was actually on the team that helped develop this, and it was so much fun. I worked with Stampin' Up! And other leaders in the company to design this tool, and it was really amazing to see how it went from an image or a protocol to a design, and then we just kept adding and changing. And so this is a Stamparatus. It is a stamping tool to help you with stamping. So maybe you're doing like a wedding invite and you have 30 of the same things to do, this is perfect. Or if you want certain alignments, this is perfect. So it comes with 2 clear plates and a foam mat, and you can buy these little grid sheets, and I just do that. You're gonna put one here like this, and you're gonna put one up here like this. And they're hinged so that you could like easily go like this. All right, so I'm actually just gonna move this down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our paper there. And on the back, there are these magnets. And see, they're just right here. So you wanna make sure they're earth magnets, so they're very strong, that you don't snap them together or you will pinch yourself. I'm just gonna pull this up. So I'm just gonna put this down here like that, because I know. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to stamp our leaves first. So I'm gonna grab the leaves, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line them up on my paper. So I'm just lining them up like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring down the Stamparatus and pick it up. So now it's attached to my paper, and I need to put that down a little bit more. Let's just try to see for right placement, because my magnet moved on me. Okay, so that looks good. I'm happy with that placement, the where it is. Hey Zena, how are you? What time is it in UK? You gotta be what? You're 8 hours, mid-afternoon? All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in with the other one. And so we're going to put this down. Let me just make sure I figure out which way I want it. So now here's the trick. There is, actually we're gonna do that after. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp this one. So a trick to do is put an ink pad underneath, so it helps you, let me just bring my pit up. It helps you ink up the surface really evenly. So we are using Parkey Party, and we're inking it up, okay? And then we're going to bring it down, and we're gonna do it. Now, the neat thing about this is if I made a mistake and it didn't get inked up all the way, I could go back in, re-ink my image, and go down. So if I really wanted it to be dark, I could keep doing that. I am happy with that placement, and I'm happy with those leaves, so I'm gonna put that away. And I'm just gonna leave that there for a minute. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in, and I'm actually gonna just move this up here. And I'm gonna pull this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line this up. So there are, it's hard to tell, there's like little center flowers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line them up with my project. So I'm just gonna show you the best I can. So right there you can see that I have it laid down. I'm gonna bring it a little closer for you. That I have lined up the center of the flowers with the flowers with the centers that are down below. Let me just move that a little closer so you guys can see. So right here I've matched those up to kind of help me with my placement. All right, we're going to put the green underneath, and we're going to come down and pick it up, and just make sure it's still good. They kind of moved it there. Yeah, it moved on me. Sometimes those, oh, now I gotta realign it. All right, it moved on me. Just what happens when I pulled it off. My magnet's pulled. Okay, let me just, you know what? I'm gonna actually take this one plate off so I can move up closer. There, that's better. I am happy with that placement. All right. So we're gonna bring this in, ink it up, slowly pick that up. Just make sure it's still, nope, a little bit off. It's humid here today, and I think that it's picking up my image as I. All right, we're gonna reline this up. Sorry guys, it keeps pulling off when I'm pulling it. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Pick it up. There we go. Okay, let's hope that is good. We're gonna put that down. Okay, so we're gonna put that down. Make sure you guys can see it on camera. There. Okay, so we're gonna ink it up with Pale Papaya. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in with a Calypso Coral marker, and I'm using the brush tip, and I'm just slightly going to, I'm gonna call those like cone flowers. I'm just gonna do my tips of my flowers. Maybe up here. And maybe I'll do like centers here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to be highlighting it. Now, with this, you're going to need to give your ink a little bit of a huff because the ink will dry. So just give it like a on your thing. And now let's take it down and hope that this works out. We're going to smoosh it. And there you go. So now see, it's not as dark. So I'm going to try it again. And see if I can get that. I might have to re-ink it. Look how cool that looks. All right, we're gonna leave that. So you can see you have the multi-tones of the flower in there. All right, let me just put this away. I'm just gonna move my magnet and move this out of my way. And we're gonna bring this in. Okay, so we're not done yet. So we're gonna do this. Now let's bring in, I'm just gonna set this off to the side. Piece of paper. So I'm gonna bring this in, and I'm going to get the bottled image. So I'm using the bottle image, and because it is a photo palmer, we need to have something to stamp under it. So we're just gonna bring in some scrap paper here. I am using the green, the Parky Pirate, which is one of our new in colors. And I'm just gonna give it a good press down. All right. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, so let me move this out of my way. I'm gonna need it in a minute anyways. I'm gonna come in with that punch. So sometimes, here's a trick. Sometimes I cut my paper too short and I need to come in with a Post-it note. Always have Post-it notes at your desk. They are handy little people. Little things. I guess they're not people, things. All right, so I'm gonna punch that out. There you go, perfect. Save that for another project. There is my bottle. So we're just going to put the bottle, we're gonna pop that up. Get my dimensionals here. What does everyone have planned for today? I'm going to go watch my daughter play ball for a bit, and then probably sit on my deck and read a book, and then I will be enjoying my craft room for a bit. I'm excited for that. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside for a minute, and we'll come back to that. And I also need to grab a piece of paper here. Bring back in this. We're going to use the greeting that says overflowing with happiness. And we're going to ink that up in the green. How are you liking the new in colors this year? Oh my gosh, I'm loving them. My top three favorite is the Tahitian Tide, Sweet Sorbet, and the Parky Party colors. I'm really trying to branch myself out and use the other colors. Hold on, I just have to grab the clips of coral. I forgot to grab that. Forgot to grab something else. Okay, so we're gonna ink up in clips of coral. I saw this color combination on my friend Allison's video, and I was like, ooh, I like that color combination, so I had to give it a try. Okay, so clips of coral we've stamped. Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this out of my way because we don't need that anymore. And we're gonna come in with our, let me hopefully make sure that I perfect. So I'm using this stylish shapes. If you follow me on my videos, you know I was a huge fan of the stitch shape dies and was pretty sad when Stampin' Up! Retired them. But then I was over the moon excited when Stampin' Up! Came out with these, because now you have circles, squares, and banners all in one. So it's pretty happy. I'm bringing in our mini mini Stampin' Cut, which I call Baby Boss. And the thing about this is the Baby Boss will cut about 3 inches of paper. And it's great for when you're doing projects like this, just easy that you can bring it to your table. Maybe you're going to craft with some friends. Maybe you're going to the trailer. You could take it all with you. It's so much easier than the bigger one. So we're just gonna run that through. I had my first in-person class this week in a long time, and the ladies were so excited and happy. Oh, it just filled my bucket. I've totally missed in-person classes and cannot wait to do them more. So watch for that. All right, we have our pieces, so let's start assembling. Let me ask you, do you guys want, and maybe the ones that are watching, would you like, I'm gonna call this like the plaid side, or would you like to see the dot side? So I'll show you. It's either gonna be like this, so thumbs up for dots, and hearts for plaid. What would you like to see? And I'll give it a few minutes. Well, you guys decide what you like to see. Thumbs up for heart dot or hearts for plaid. Ooh, hearts. I see a heart come by. Oh, Shanda says plaid. Hi, Shanda. Nice seeing you. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, hearts. I'm seeing Zane that says hearts. I'm seeing hearts, hearts. Lots of hearts. Okay, let's go with hearts. Hearts is the winner this morning. All right, let me just put this down here. All right, so that is good like that. Then we're going to come in and bring this piece down. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down so I can see it. I wanna put tape on this part and I wanna put dimensionals on the other part. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it helps it lay flat on your card, okay? Then, so this is the one thing I love about Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates. So before when I joined Stampin' Up, I would go to a craft store, I would buy things, I would come home, I put them in a bucket, and I would never use them because I found things didn't match. So I love that I can go from cardstock to ink to designer series paper to twine to embellishments. It all coordinates. It takes the guessing out of it. Makes your job so much easier. I'm a huge fan of their coordinating products and the quality of the products. Stampin' Up's products are beautiful. I actually just celebrated my 15th year as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I'm pretty excited. I can't believe it's been 15 years, but loving every minute of it, and I can't imagine, I can't wait for another 15. And I can't wait to get back to more in-person classes because that just makes me happy. Fills my bucket. So watch for my classes to be coming out soon. I'm not sure about June. June is a very busy month for me. I have my one daughter's graduating and my other daughter graduated last year, but their university didn't do an in-person, obviously because of COVID. So they're actually doing that. I have a niece getting married and end of school, so it's a busy month. So I might, and I was talking to people at class on Thursday and they were like, just wait, just do classes in July, we'll come. I'm like, okay, we'll see, we'll do. So I gotta figure that out. But I have an idea, so we might do that instead. It might be a fun little thing. All right, so we have that. Now to finish it off, we need to bring in our coordinating decorative dots. So these are the 2022, 2024. And I wanted to show you, I am using the 22, 2024 designer series paper. So as you can see, it comes in those colors. I've actually need to order another pack because I love it so much. I use it, I've been using it a lot. So that's there. And I'm going to bring this in and pick up my So this is my take-a-pick. So if you were to ask me to my top tools in my craft room, A, take-a-pick. So that would be one. Your paper trimmer. Your Stampin' Cut and Boss. What else would be my favorite? Things I use all the time. I have so many favorites. Obviously my punches, my dies. I love them so much. It makes your job easy. It really does. When you can just stamp and punch, it makes your crafting so session. And if you're like me and you have limited time in your craft room at night or weekends, it really makes crafting easy. All right, there is our project for this morning using the Bottle of Happiness, featuring like two-tone stamping with the Stamparatus. So let me just move my things over here and I'm going to share with you the other projects I've made. So here is, this will be up on my blog. So there's the one I made. So you can see it was just a little darker, the coloring. So there's those. Then I also made, so I received this one as a swap from my friend Heather. Let me just open it up. So there's this one. I posted this one on my blog. This uses the Heart and Home paper that is currently available in the January to June catalog. There's that one. This one I haven't posted on my blog yet, but I will. This was from my friend Jamie. I cased this from my friend Jamie. So this is using Pool Party, Sweet Sorbet, and Sahara Sand. Love, love, love. Just to show you a different idea. April says she knocked herself out trying to post a heart. That card is so sweet. I tried to do some simple stamping. Simple stamping is hard because all you're using is stamp paper and inks. And I tried, it's hard because when you sit down to create, trust me, you want to get the punches, you want to get your die cuts, you want to add everything to it. So I kept this one very simple, and there is that one. And every Tuesday, right, with my team, we've been doing this since COVID, so we'll be doing this for almost 2 years now. I go live on Tuesday nights, and I do stamp and chat. So we chat about our weekly updates, and then we do a project, and this is a project I made with them on Tuesday. So this is on my blog, and I showcased how I highlighted my vase with watercolored pencils. I saw this idea of Patty Bennett, and I loved it. It just emphasized the bottle. Like, so if you look at, like, for example, this bottle here, how it's stamped, and then this one just gives it that little bit of dimension. So I just want to show you. I stamped an Orchard 8 Oasis, and I did my Night and Navy pencil. So what I used was these, my pencil crayons, and see, here it is. Like, if I see them, I will use them. So after watching Patty Bennett's video, I was inspired to put my pencils in a cup. This was one of the cups I received on I think it was a convention or an incentive trip, and I got them out. So if this is something you guys would like to see, I know I did it with my team, but I would love to do it with my customers. I could totally do a project. So I stamped it, and then I used Night and Navy in black to highlight the pencils. And here's just some more. This one I used Clips of Coral in black. This one I used Pale Papaya Real Red and black, and then just did that. Here I used sponge dabbers, so I stamped in the green, the Parakeet Party green, and then used Garden Green sponge to just do that. And then I did the same, stamped it in the green, and then I used a Garden Green pencil and black just to emphasize it. And then on this one, I think the blue is one of my favorites. I used the Tahiti Tide. I stamped in Tahiti Tide, and then I used Pacific Point in black. This one I did a blender pen. It was okay. And then I went in and did these ones just to show you. And yeah, and then there's just, you can see the difference. So this one was, I stamped in the Parakeet Party Green. sponged it in garden green. Same here, and then I added just a little bit. So if that is a technique you guys would love to see, I would love to share it with you. I could totally do it with another stamp set. So let me see. Well, thanks. Zena says she's loving all the new colors. I love all the last 2 sets and also these. Cinnamon Cider being my favorite. Yes, Cinnamon Cider was one of my favorites too. I'm hoping they will bring it back. Thanks, Shanda. Beautiful cards. Thank you. And April said she knocked herself out trying to add hearts. All right. I hope you're okay. So just a few reminders. I will upload this to my blog and my video up to my YouTube. So if you're not on my YouTube channel, subscribe. So that's when you know I post a video there every Sunday. I will be uploading this to my blog later. And I also will be sending out the weekly roundup. So if you're not in my emails and you want to get into emails because you're going to see all the projects in one spot, plus you're going to get a PDF, that is the way to go. It's a bonus. And what other was I going to remind you? Last 3 days of hostess code. So a $50 order gets you the glossy dots. That does not qualify for BOGO orders. I also have a BOGO sale going on right now in my my other group. So if you're not in there, lots of great products. I will be updating it shortly with things that I've sold. And yeah, and you can shop. Help me find some lovely homes for my products. I still got lots of great products to sell. Thanks, Zena. I love them. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. I will be back next Sunday morning with another project. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Actually, maybe you guys can help me pick. Hold on. I'm going to show you the 2 projects that I'm thinking of working with. I'll let you guys decide. Okay. So let's move this over here for a minute. So I haven't picked out my product set, but as I said, I have this bin. So here's my bin of products that needs to sit and be used. So every time I get new products, they go into this bin. They cannot go onto my shelf till I use them. So I have this set. So I'm thinking either this set, Brewed for You, which I could show you that pencil technique. So I have that one. Or Amazing Silhouette and the Amazing Things. So let's do Brewed for You is going to be hearts. Oh, and Amazing Silhouettes will be thumbs up. So Amazing Silhouettes is thumbs up. Brewed for You is hearts. What would you guys like to see next week for projects? Let me know. I'm going to give it a few minutes. You guys are going to help me decide what product. Oh, I see hearts. I see hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Okay, so it is obviously you want to see April says thumbs up. So she is saying perfect timing for me. Oh, and on Brewed for You. Yes. So I'm thinking Brewed for You would be a good one. I see lots of hearts flying because Father's Day is coming around. This is a great set for the men in our lives. Whether you have a teenager, young adult, or older generation, this is it. So I'm seeing lots of hearts. So guess what? Let's do Brew for You next week. And we will save Amazing Silhouettes for another week. And I like that. Maybe you guys will help me pick each week what I do. All right. I'm going to leave this on my table. So that means I'm going to work with these, creating some fun projects. So I've seen some really great ideas, and I always go look for samples and then create my own. So this will be Brewed for You will be next week. So all week. So usually I try to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday on my blog. Social media in between, and you will see this. And then next Sunday we will do a Facebook Live featuring the Brewed for You. All right, thanks for helping me decide, guys. I appreciate that. All right, so let's just bring our fun projects back in. As you can see, all the wonderful things done with the bottle of happiness, because I feel like when you see something, you see how to use it, you might purchase it. So if you want to purchase these supplies, you could head over to my online store. So the easiest way is to go to my blog and then click shop now, and it will take you to my online store if you're here in Canada. And I will send you a thank you card in the mail, and I will also send you glossy dots if your order is over 50. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. I am signing off, and have a great week. Yes, Shanda, have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. stay cool. If you're here in Ontario, it's going to be really hot. And I will see you guys next week for Facebook Live. But watch for me on social media. Bye, everyone.